Hey guys. So the reason you don't see me make YouTube videos that much on my channel that much anymore is because, well, first off, I have no ideas. So I'm gonna need some ideas, maybe. And also, I had, like, going away from that for like a quick second. I had basically, when I was, I think, 12 or 11 years old, I was wanting to become a WWE wrestler, but the reason why I kind of went away from that is because you can't really see it, but there's a bump on my head from the incision I needed when I was real young, really young. You don't need to see this, but this tube right here, or the scar right here where the tube is, it's I had to have that done because of frickin'. Because if I did not have that tube right there, I wouldn't be able to eat correctly with my food being digested from top down, and I wouldn't be able to basically live. And if I did start wrestling, even with that gigantic thing on my head that helps me survive, that would probably be not really good, because if somebody hit me right there, I don't think I'm gonna deal with that right. I'm probably gonna go full berserk mode. And then my mom's gonna go full berserk mode because she also doesn't want me to get hit there. Which I'm okay with because, well, if you know my mom, she's always, both her and my dad have been protective of me. And I think so has my sister, but I don't remember my sister Lola being that protective. So the only time I remember people being, the only thing I know, the only two I know that are that protective over me are my mom and my dad. Those are the only two that are very protective over me because they don't want me to get hurt. And if I started wrestling, I think I would have to get hit somewhere up there, and I don't want that. So that's basically why I have not decided to go full on to the wrestling like gig that I was wanting to do when I was young. Because when I was young, I was really looking forward to into being a wrestler. But since I choose not to be a wrestler, I could just watch Monday Night Raw and AEW, because I had Monday Night Raw, which is a show on Netflix. I had that. Yes, I had that. I watched that with my dad in my room yesterday while I was in my bed and he was in my wheelchair, which I'm in the wheelchair he was in last night, while my mom was, I think, watching it in her room, because you can watch Netflix on two TVs, like one in here, one in the living room, and one in their room. And I do have AEW, I do have to watch another wrestling promotion like AEW tomorrow night. But that one kind of sucks because, well, not like it's not like a bad promotion or like a bad wrestling company. But with that, you can only see, because as soon as somebody gets on the TV in the, like, in he on if somebody gets on Sling on this TV in my room, or the TV in the back room, or the TV in the living room, the other person on Sling gets cut off. And then that's the whole situation. But there's one thing I'm glad I'm gonna do. If that ever happens. And I don't know if it ever will or not. But if I get to take the test for adult education and stuff, then I'm gonna have to do adult. I'm gonna have to go in between of Starkville and Columbus, which Columbus is where I live, and Starkville is where my mom and dad's parents live, or my mom's parents, not my mom and dad's parents. My mom's parents. I'm pretty sure my dad's parents are dead, or they died a long time ago. But in Starkville is where my mom's parents live. And if I do adult education classes, I'm going to have to go in between Starkville and Columbus, which is in between where I live and in between where my mom's mom and dad live. So that's what I'm trying to keep, look towards, because I can't really look towards the whole wrestling gig stuff that I was really wanting to do when I was little, like when I was 11 to 12, because that's just not what I need to do. Because that bump on my head from the surgery when I was really young, like 1 year old, I think that was when I got that. I don't want anyone to hit me right there, because that would scare the heck out of my mom, scare the heck out of me, scare the heck out of probably my sister, and definitely scare the heck out of my dad. And probably also scare the heck out of my Nana and Jeeds, which are my mom's mom and dad. So that's why I decided not to be a wrestler. But at least when I'm a little older, I could start wrestling. Maybe when I don't know if I'm going to start wrestling when I'm older, but I'm probably not going to, but I am going to continue playing WWE games on my Xbox, like WWE 2K25, 2K19, stuff like that.